Welcome to your early update of news this Thursday. A Vatican seminar on tax justice and solidarity called for fairer tax systems to ensure that the wealthiest individuals and corporations contribute their fair share to the common good. Key messages highlighted the need for systemic reform to address the concentration of wealth and power among a new breed of oligarchs and reduce inequality. Participants they emphasized the moral and economic imperative for tax justice, with strong support for a UN Convention on International Tax Cooperation and the implementation of global minimum taxation standards. Jyoti Ghosh, ENCYCLICAL co-chair, said, "We must generate solidarity of peoples across the world to create the pressure for our governments to go to the UN and make the right decisions. Even the nastiest of governments will feel impelled for their own legitimacy to take the right positions on these matters of tax justice." In Europe, churches in Germany have condemned demands for new immigration restrictions ahead of the federal elections. The Evangelical Church, EKD, and the German Catholic Bishop's Office stated that limiting migration and increasing deportations would not have prevented recent attacks in Germany, and highlighted a lack of information exchange between authorities and care for the mentally ill. The criticism comes ahead of elections and as the Bundestag debates a new law which aims to block family reunification rights for migrants. Church leaders called for humane migration policies, social justice, and measures to preserve the environment. They stressed the importance of democracy, urging voters to engage in the political process with a focus on human dignity, charity, and solidarity. Jewish groups condemned a recent meeting between U.S. Vice President Vance and AfD leader Alice Weidel after he criticized European leaders for boycotting the party. The Jewish groups claimed that the AfD's has a record of downplaying the Holocaust and promoting anti-immigrant policies. The American Jewish Committee highlighted the party's clear record of anti-Semitism and hostility to America. They noted that Bjorn Hock, one of the AfD's leaders, was charged twice by the government for using banned Nazi phrases and was nearly expelled from the party after calling the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe a monument of shame. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio defended Vance and claimed that Vance's intervention was historic and said it was a valid critique of the erosion of free speech in Europe.